During World War II, Saudi Arabia maintained a stance of cautious neutrality, navigating the complexities of a global conflict while protecting its sovereignty and emerging economic interests. Though not a direct combatant, Saudi Arabia's strategic position and burgeoning oil industry made it a subtle yet important player in the Allied war effort and the geopolitical reshaping of the Middle East. Saudi Arabia's neutrality and strategic position. At the outbreak of World War II, Saudi Arabia, under the leadership of King Abdulaziz ibn Saud, declared neutrality. The kingdom was focused on consolidating its territorial gains and modernizing its infrastructure. It sought to avoid entanglement in external conflicts that could threaten its internal stability. Saudi Arabia's geographic location, bordering British-controlled territories in the Persian Gulf and Red Sea, made it strategically significant. Economic importance. The emerging oil industry. Though Saudi Arabia's oil industry was still in its infancy during the early 1940s, its potential was becoming clear. Oil exploration began in the late 1930s with the discovery of significant reserves at Dammam. The United States' growing involvement in the Middle East through companies like Aramco, Arabian American Oil Company, laid the groundwork for future energy alliances. Control and access to Middle Eastern oil were vital to the Allied war effort, making Saudi Arabia an important indirect contributor. Relations with the Allies. Saudi Arabia maintained diplomatic relations primarily with the Allied powers. The kingdom cooperated with Britain and the United States to safeguard regional security. While officially neutral, Saudi Arabia allowed the Allies to use its territory for certain strategic purposes, such as airfields and supply routes. The war years deepened Saudi-American ties, foreshadowing the strong partnership that would dominate post-war geopolitics. Domestic impact and modernization. The war period accelerated Saudi Arabia's internal development. Revenues from oil concessions and trade increased. The kingdom invested in infrastructure improvements, including roads and communication systems. The leadership sought to balance tradition with modernization to strengthen governance and economic growth. Post-war legacy. World War II positioned Saudi Arabia for a new role on the global stage. The war underscored the strategic value of Middle Eastern oil, leading to increased international attention. Post-war, Saudi Arabia became a key energy supplier for rebuilding economies. The strengthened relationship with the United States became a cornerstone of Saudi foreign policy. Though Saudi Arabia remained officially neutral during World War II, its strategic location and emerging oil industry made it an important, if understated, player in the global conflict. The war years laid the foundation for Saudi Arabia's transformation into a major energy power and a vital ally in Middle Eastern and global geopolitics in the decades to come. Ask ChatGPT.